Hi, y'all. Jack Welch said, good business leaders create a vision, articulate the vision, passionately own the vision, and then relentlessly drive it to completion. Hi, y'all. Thanks so much for joining me. In the next 10 minutes, I'll be sharing with you what visualization is and how it can help you as an entrepreneur to grow your business. Please like and share this video if you get value from it. I'm Dr. P. I'm a business coach and I've been a school psychologist for about 10 years in K-12 schools here in the US. And I've also been an adjunct part-time faculty for graduate online courses, right? And I can say this, with all the places I've worked, I always looked up the vision for that organization. Because for me, that vision said a lot about that organization. It said a lot about their values. It said a lot about their goals, the direction in which they wanted to go, how they valued their employees, how they valued, what services they were going to be providing, how they were going to be supporting their staff. And because I worked within education, it also showed their commitment to education of students, all students from all different kinds of backgrounds. So that vision was really powerful. And that vision was also a part of a bigger business plan, a bigger strategic plan as well, because it showed the direction where the university, where the school district, where that organization wanted to go and how they were going to be getting there. So like I said, it really shared a lot about the organization for me. So that's why when I saw Jack Welch's comment about what a vision is, it really resonated with me and I had to definitely share that statement from Jack Welch. And by the way, if you don't know who Jack Welch is, Jack Welch was the CEO of General Electric for about 2 decades, and he combined strategic insights with managerial innovations. And during his time at GE, right, the value of the shares for GE went from 14 billion to 410 billion, under his leadership as the CEO for 2 decades for General Electric. So hey, he knew a thing or two about the importance of having a vision for your company and actually executing that vision, right? If you want to learn more about Jack Welch's accomplishments, there's a really well-written article on the New York Times website. I recommend that you look it up. You can feel free to send me a message if you can't find the article and you want the link, because it really does share a lot about all the things that Jack Welch was able to accomplish, right? So, like I said, today I wanted to talk about visualization and the role of visualization in your business as an entrepreneur and how you can use visualization to grow your business, right? Because that's what we're about. We started a business and we want to grow our business. So there are several different articles out there. Came across a couple different ones on Inc.com, Forbes.com, and thenextweb.com that also talked about, the role of visualization for entrepreneurs in their business. So have you ever heard about having a vision for your business, right? Because like I said, when I looked at places I was going to work, I actually looked at what their vision was. And these were school districts, yeah, and they were universities, but they're still organizations and they still have a vision, they still have a strategic plan, they still have goals, they still have objectives, they still have a future direction for where they want the organization to be in how much ever years. And for strategic plans, it was usually 3 to 5 years, right? So having a business, you have to have a vision for your business, right? So have you ever really heard about having a vision for your business, or have you even thought about a vision for your business? And when you thought about it, did you really visualize it, or were you just saying some words about what you want your business to be in the future, right? These are things that you really need to be considering if you are serious about being an entrepreneur and growing your business. So if you follow me, you know that my background is in psychology. So of course I had to look up, what visualization is in the realm of psychology. And I'll also talk about how that translates into the business world. So within psychology, visualization is that process of mentally rehearsing an action. Then within business, a vision is a mental image of what you want your business to be in the future. And that vision, what you're envisioning it to be, that mental image is based on the goals that you have for your business. Because you've heard me mention at the beginning of this video the fact that I looked at organizations who had a vision, who had a mission, and then they talked about the goals and the strategies, the objectives to get, to actually implement that vision. Kind of like what Jack Welch said, you have to have that vision and you have to work relentlessly towards that vision if you want to accomplish it and grow the business. So psychology says visualization is that process of mentally rehearsing an action. And in business, a vision is your mental image of where you want your business to be some point in time in the future based on the goals you have for your business, right? And the vision focuses on those long-term results and those outcomes that you have for your business. So this means that, my vision and your vision for your business might be different, because we have different goals, we have different long-term goals and objectives, and our results are going to be different. And that's fine, because your business is yours, so you really have to be focusing on your own business and what you envision it to be in the future, and put a time stamp on that future too, because we're not talking about just the future within the next hour. You're looking at the future in terms of the next 3 years and the next 5 years, because if you're now starting out, that first year of building your business is really difficult. There are a lot of hurdles, there are a lot of obstacles that you face, that having a vision can help you power through and stay motivated. And that's why I really wanted to talk about visualization and the role that plays in helping you kind of powering through that first year, and also helping you to stay motivated as you move forward in your years to come, because you want to make sure you can hit it at least the first 5 years, then you go on to 10 years, 20 years, however long your business is going to be successful. But you want it to be in business longer than just 1 year for sure. And having a vision helps you with staying in business for longer than a year, plus some other factors that come into play and other strategies that you have to implement. So I'll be honest, when I first started about having a company, even though I was looking at, all the school districts and their visions before I even went and worked there, when it was my turn to have my own company, have my own business, I wasn't really thinking about a vision, I wasn't really thinking about, all that success it could bring in the future. I did for a little bit, but the thing is that as I thought about the positives, what actually came into mind? A lot of negatives. Because as I started thinking about having a business and talking to other people and doing some research on what really was involved in it, I just started to get so overwhelmed with all of the negative things. I view them as negative things, because it was all those things such as, the expenses, all the things that could possibly go wrong. And then there were things that I really had no idea about when I was starting my own business, like registering a company, getting an accountant, talking to a lawyer, setting up business bank accounts, having a business plan, developing a strategic plan with goals, with objectives, with deadlines, talking about a target audience, reaching that target audience, looking at marketing, looking at advertising, logos, websites, colors, fonts, social media content. There were all these different things that I was like, oh my God, whoa, this is a lot, and it became so overwhelming that I did shut down, because it was a bit much. So instead of visualizing what could possibly be positive things for my business, I started thinking of all these negative things of, all the things I can't do and all these difficult things, and I wasn't quite sure where to go. There's all this different information out there. And that also ties into why I decided to start this coaching business that I have, because it can be overwhelming. And there's so many people out there like you, like myself, who have great ideas that we were able to power through and get to where we are right now, but we might be stuck, might need a little bit of coaching to get us to move to the next level. Or you might be watching this and you have an idea and you're not quite sure where to start or where to go next. So that's why, I really wanted to talk about the role of this visualization for your business, so that we can get you up and moving in the right direction, right? So there was this one day when I realized, instead of looking at all those things together, just started to focus on one small thing and taking one small action and celebrating that accomplishment, right? and looking at the result it brought, and then moving on to the next action, moving on to the next step, and just using those small steps bit by bit so I can get those successes. And let me tell you something, that was like such a big difference, right? Because rather than focusing on this huge thing, I just focused on one small thing, worked on it, accomplished it, and then moved on to the next thing, right? These are things that are mentioned in that next web article that I have found, so you can check it out as well. And turns out that Mandy Barbie, a Palladium Mind, she also talks about similar visualization strategies in terms of starting small and accomplishing that small thing and moving on to the next thing so that you can see your successes, right? Those small successes do add up to getting you to that bigger success, that bigger goal that you have outlined in your strategic plan and in your business plan. Then the other thing is just spending some time each day visualizing it, literally having that mental image of what you want your success to look like. And for me, I do that every day. Just spend a few minutes every day looking at what that success is going to be like. But not just any old success, right? Because you have goals for your business. So whatever you're working on should be aligned to those goals. So that's what I do. I visualize the success I want for the day that is attached to a goal that I already have outlined for my business. And that helps me to stay on track and stay motivated. And like I mentioned before, I'm not thinking about the big long-term goal. I'm really focusing on getting those short-term goals, achieving them, getting those successes, experiencing those wins, and helping me to stay motivated, because sometimes those big goals are so complex and can be overwhelming. So focusing on the small parts of the goal, the small objectives, and moving forward, it really helps you to stay motivated and stay that course and keep visualizing your success and accomplishing the successes, right? Then another one that you could do is just publicly put it out there, what you have for your vision. And for some of us, when we do that public commitment, it really brings, that internal pressure of, oh my gosh, now I actually have to deliver. Now this is real, so now I have to do it. So if that is something that could work for you, go for it. Because putting it out there means it's now out there and people are going to be expecting it. People are going to be asking you questions. So if you want to go that route, put it out there publicly, go for it. Do what helps to keep you motivated so that you can visualize that success and stay motivated so that you can continue growing your business. So that's just a little recap before I wrap up here. So when you're thinking about visualization, you are thinking about starting small, doing those small actions, achieving that success, keep moving forward. Spend a few minutes each day thinking about what you want your success to be for the day. Don't think about the big picture. Focus on the day so that you can achieve what you need to for that day. And share your vision publicly with others so that you can start really feeling that pressure of, putting that reality and making sure you have to be staying committed and delivering to your public. So like and share this video if you get value from it. I enjoy bringing you guys some solutions so you get you some action to get you those results that you want for your business to be moving forward. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, bye y'all.